a software engineer, I've been using AI more than ever, and I got quietly worse at my job, slower where it actually mattered, and the person who actually made me realize why isn't an engineer at all. A skater who I followed for years, Maurio McCoy. It's a professional skateboarder, it's one of the best. But if you look at his YouTube channel, it's him doing this. Fundamental tricks. He's back on the basics, doing them over and over again on camera. First time I watched his videos, it stopped me. I was thinking, why someone that good is spending so much time on the basics? Then I understood what he was protecting, and it was the same thing I was losing all year without even noticing. So here's where I landed. I've been using AI a lot this year, but I've also been coding by hand a lot, very frequently, both at the same time, and that's not a contradiction. That's the whole method. The way I think about it is a pendulum. You use AI a lot, that's not a question, that's the baseline now. But you swing back. You write the first version of something new yourself. You read the code before you ask AI to explain it. You protect some time each week where the autocomplete is off. It's just you and the problem. Not as a purist test, not because AI isn't useful. Just enough to actually keep the thing that makes you use AI well possible in the first place. The judgment to recognize a good answer and the experience to recognize a bad one. If you saw the last video, that judgment is the thing that I talked about taking back. Becoming the one who leads the work again. A pendulum only works if it swings both ways. The best engineers I know have landed somewhere close to this, even if they describe it differently. The faster you go with AI, the more you actively have to maintain what's doing the steering. Because speed on its own just gets you to the wrong place faster. And the first thing that comes to mind in this problem for me is skill atrophy. You don't notice when things are going well. AI fills the gaps. The code ships, the PR merges, and you feel very productive. And you only notice when something breaks that AI doesn't help you to fix it. You notice when you can't really explain the solution of a problem, or you can't even defend what you created. Last year, something broke in production. One of those issues where the whole system is down and you need to act very fast. AI was not very helpful at that time. So I reached for the mental model I spent years building, and I found missed. I got through it though, but I was much slower than I would have been, and I felt it. Not because I forgot those debugging skills, just because I stopped using that part of my brain. That's what's waiting at the far end of the swing. Not a bad day, just a skill gone quiet. You take a month off and the board feels foreign under your feet. The only way to get it back is practice, repetition, and consistency. When was the last time you read unfamiliar code carefully without using AI or asking it to explain it first? Be honest. Tell me in the comments. Last year, developer trust in AI accuracy dropped 11 points in a single year. People using AI the most are the ones trusting it the least. Their number one frustration was not AI being wrong. It was actually being almost right. People spend more time now debugging and trying to fix almost right code. Almost right is the hardest kind of wrong to catch. And catching it is exactly the muscle we're talking about here. That's what it looks like when the pendulum stops at the far end of the swing. You're not using AI to help you anymore, you're depending on it. I've been building evaluation and guardrail systems for AI agents for a living. The single biggest predictor of whether someone can actually govern one of these systems isn't how many prompts they've written, it's how deeply they understand what it's supposed to do. That's not an AI skill, that's an engineering skill, and it atrophies like any other. Now, the thing that actually made me reflect a lot on this takes us back right where we started. Remember Mario, the world-class pro filming himself doing basic tricks over and over again? Here's what he's protecting. Every professional skater does some version of this. Flat ground regularly, before big contests, before big tricks, between sessions. Not because flat ground is hard, just because that's what actually makes you keep the feel, keep the consistency, and that makes the hard tricks possible. Writing code by hand is like flat ground skating for engineers. You're not going back, you're just protecting what carries you forward. The ability to catch an AI hallucination before it ships, that's built by reading and writing real code. The instinct that tells you this estimate is wrong, built by being inside problems without assistance. The creativity that makes your AI usage better than average. That doesn't come from prompting. That comes from having thought about things deeply, without help, enough times that the patterns are genuinely yours. So what does this actually look like in practice? 1. For any new code, write the first implementation yourself. Wait, I'm not telling you to write everything from scratch yourself. I'm telling you, take your time, plan this thing deeply. Write the first step of the implementation yourself, even if it is like the top level blocks. Write the first idea of the implementation, which is basically the guidance of how you want AI to implement it for you. The goal isn't the code, it's the mental map. That's what actually makes you capable of reviewing AI output after everything. You can't catch a wrong answer on a domain that you never touched. 2. Protect 1 hour each week where the autocomplete is off. This sounds small, but it compounds. It's not about what you build in that 1 hour, it's about what you maintain. 3. Before asking AI to explain code, read it and explain it yourself. Take notes of your understanding and then use AI to validate your ideas there. Even if it takes longer, especially if it takes longer, the friction is the point. None of this is a productivity hack. It's more like maintenance. I look at this as 3 simple steps. Understand it yourself, decide it yourself, and design it in code. These are the flat ground tricks under the thinking. The difference between using AI with real confidence and using it while hoping the output is fine. The engineers who are going to matter in 5 years are not the ones using AI the most. They are the ones who used it while staying sharp. Mario doesn't film himself doing basic flat ground tricks because he ran out of ambition. He does it because it's how he keeps landing things he never could before. The fundamentals aren't a constraint for the creativity, they are a condition for it. We are in the AI era, that's not going back. And the question isn't whether to use it or not. The question is whether you are using it in a way that actually builds on what you know or just trades it away. Keep the pendulum swinging, both directions. And if you've been following the whole thing, this is where it lands. It started with a trick a camera proved that it was not possible. Then it was about taking the thinking back and making the work fun again. This last part is the one that makes the other 2 stick. It's all about one thing. Speed was never about leaving the fundamentals behind. It's about keeping them sharp to trust yourself at any pace. Both are linked in the description if you want the full arc. But you've got the whole thing now. Thanks for watching.